In this video, I'm going to show you how to do this really awesome sliding text animation right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. So let's get into it. So once you're inside of Adobe Premiere Pro and you've got a brand new sequence created, we're first just going to begin by creating a new title. So by default, you'll have the selection tool selected, but if you scroll down here and find the type tool, you just want to select that and then select this black video. Alternatively though, if you can't find that bar, then just press T. T is the keyboard shortcut for that, and that should load up this type tool option. Now we're just going to type out our word or our phrase. So I'm going to go for Brooker Films. Of course though, you don't have to do that example. Feel free to change this up and select whatever you want to select. And then from there, with all of that selected, so I'm highlighting that with Command and A. I'm not entirely sure on the Windows keyboard shortcut, but I definitely know the Mac keyboard shortcut is Command and A to select all. Then we'll go into text. We'll open up the text option here, and we can change the font. We can change the weight of this. We can change the size. We can center this up by using all of these center align buttons. And of course, we can change the fill color if we wanted to as well. In fact, let's do that on this one. Let's go for a nice orangey yellow color, something like this. And then of course we can go out into transform and we can just position this up in the scale. If it's not quite going into the center though, then feel free to just pull this down like so. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and zoom in on the sequence. So we'll just press the plus button to zoom in. And as you can see, we've got a 5-second text. Currently not doing anything. It looks a little bit boring, so we're just going to animate this in. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this line, which is going to animate in, and then we'll worry about the text later on. So in order to create this line, we can either create a new black video or we can create a color matte. So we'll go into the project bin and we can either right click and go new item, or alternatively, we can go to the new item button down here and we'll select either color matte or black video. I'm going to select color matte in this example though. We'll press OK on this, and I'm going to use this this color picker tool here to select that yellow. And we'll press OK on that, and drag that onto video layer 2, like this. Now from here, we'll go into effect controls, motion, and as you can see, we've got position, scale, and then in scale, you can see scale width is there, but we can't change this, and that is because uniform scale is selected. So we'll deselect uniform scale, and this means we can affect the scale height and the scale width independently from one another. So let's pull the height down to somewhere around here, and then we'll pull the width down to 1. There we go. Now, as you can see, the position of the text is slightly off. This definitely will be in the center, this line, but the text is definitely not in the center. So we'll just pull this down a touch. And there we go. That looks a lot better. Now we'll go back to the color matte, and we're just going to move the position of this color matte over to the left just before that text, so somewhere around here. So we're going to go to the very beginning. We'll go maybe half a second to the right, and what we'll do from here is we'll pull the scale width down to 0. We'll create a brand new keyframe on that scale width. Then we'll go 6 frames to the right. We'll pull the scale width to 3. Then we'll go maybe 10 frames to the right, and we'll turn this back to 1. There we go. Let's play this back. There we go. That looked great, but it was just a little bit too slow for my liking. So I'm just going to zoom in on these keyframes, and I'm just going to decrease the gap between all of these keyframes so that it's much sharper, much faster. There you go. That looks a lot better, although a little too fast potentially. There we go. So we'll do that animation on the scale. We'll hold for a second and then create a brand new keyframe on the position. Then we'll just let the video play for 1 or 2 seconds, and then we'll move the position over to the right off screen. We'll hold again, and then we'll create a brand new keyframe on the scale, and maybe 5 keyframes to the right, or 5 frames to the right. We'll pull this down to 0. So let's see how this looks. There we go. That looks good. Although you could probably argue that this line could do with speeding up just a little, so we'll do that. There you go. That's better. And now we can focus on the characteristics of this animation. So at the moment, everything just looks a bit robotic. There's no character there. It just starts when it needs to start. There's no acceleration into it, and it doesn't soften up the movement at any moment. So let's fix that. So we'll select all of those keyframes there. We'll right click on one of those. We'll go Temporal Interpolation. And at the moment, it should be selected as linear. But if we select ease out, it's going to create a much softer animation. Now that looks really nice, although let's try and see what ease in looks like. So we'll go Temporal Interpolation and select ease in rather than ease out. There you go. I think I prefer the look of ease in rather than ease out in this example. So we'll go ahead and keep that, and we can now move on to the text. Now from here, what we want to do on the text layer is go down into video motion, and under motion we've got opacity. From here we just want to select the free draw bezier, and we'll just draw a rectangle around the text using this line as reference for the right, like this. Now what we want to do is go to the end of that movement from the previous layer, so here. We'll create a brand new keyframe on the mask path. Then we'll go to the start of that movement, so it was around here somewhere. Go back to the text layer, and we'll move this mask over to the left like this. Let's play this back. As you can see, that doesn't look quite right. So from here, we're just going to go through frame by frame, and we'll just nudge this so that the end of this mask follows that yellow line like this. If for any reason it drifts out at any time, then just nudge it back in like this. It's really important that the right side of this mask is always following this line, because otherwise you'll end up with this really messy transition and it just won't look great. So just make sure that this is perfectly following like that. And if we play this back, we should have this really nice effect now completed. So let's go from the very beginning. We'll play this back one more time. There you go. That is just really awesome text transition now completed in Premiere. Of course, if you wanted to animate this out, then the process is the exact same. All you would need to do is just copy this color matte like this. So that will reappear from the left. We'll just extend that text over. And then we can just go ahead and create a brand new keyframe on the mask just before it starts to move. We'll go to the end of that movement here, so roughly about there. We'll move that mask over to the line, and then once again, we'll just go through that frame by frame and just make sure that the left side of the mask this time is now following that line, like this. I'm just rushing through this in this example, so make sure that yours is absolutely perfect. But once you've done that, if we play this back from the very beginning, you'll see we've got this popping up, animating across, the text comes in, and then it pops up again and animates off screen. So there you go. That is how you do this text animation inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. See you there.